Thanks for coming. It is Saturday, and it's a little bit later than what we wanted to get started, but we got a great show for you today. I'm going to be having a lot of fun with y'all. So, thank you all for coming. If there's comments, anything you want to put in the chat, please put them in the chat. We appreciate it. So, we have a game coming up, and it's against the Dallas Cowboys. Not only is it against the Dallas Cowboys, it is one of the games, probably the game of the year. Not everybody, is the same age. We get it. There's some people that are a lot older and a lot younger. And, I'm about middle age, right? I'm probably in the middle of the pack. Maybe I'm still a baby. It just depends on who you're talking to, right? So the Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers have played each other a total this Sunday will be 40 times. Their record right now is 19, 19, and 1. One more game, and that's 40 games. So Sunday, again, is going to be one of those days where it's not necessarily history, but you can feel the energy. And it will be history once the games comes and goes. The Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers make the NFL a better team, a better league when they're winning. When the Niners and the Cowboys are making noise in the playoffs, people are energized. Half the probably football fans in the world either root for Dallas or think about Dallas or have their opinions of Dallas. And I would say the same thing about the 49ers. These two groups have such a huge organization and following, a fan base that just truly travels with you. They travel with you. They go to other stadiums. They go to other cities. They are. If you're not a part of this fan base, either the Dallas Cowboys or the 49ers, it's kind of hard to explain it. It's just not the same. I have seen other sports and other teams have similar effects, but it's not the same. So the Dallas Cowboys, I believe they became an organization back in 1960. There was a team that was called the Dallas Texans. They moved. Cowboys remained in Dallas. The Texans moved to Kansas City, and they become the Chiefs because they are no longer in Texas. So that's something fun. Then later on, we got the Houston Texans, and they came back in and they took the name the Texans. But originally, Dallas was not the first football team in Dallas. So let's look at some of this stuff that I got going on. First off, I got Luis, Tony, and Crazy Juice. Thank you all for coming. So, okay, so if you guys can see that, I'm trying not to make you squint. But down at the bottom, our first game was 11-20-60 at San Francisco, 26 at Dallas. We beat Dallas the first time. They put 14 points up. At the bottom right here, it says points scored, San Francisco 49ers, 974, Dallas 935 times. Now, in the last, again, almost 40 games, this is the points that's been put up. Sometimes there will be a team and they'll have the winning record, but they don't have the points. We have the points and the winning record. The first game is 26-14. That's not super, it's not a blowout. That's just a good game, a solid win. Okay, then we play again, 11-10-63. So we didn't play them for 3 years. Dallas at San Francisco. First time they come to San Francisco. I believe it's Kezar Stadium they played at. They lost. The Cowboys lost. Then we play again in 65. Niners 31, Dallas 39. This is when Dallas starts winning. So it looks like we go 1, 2, 3. We go 3-1, and then we have a tie. Yes, folks. 19, 19, and 1. There was a tie. 24-24. So the Cowboys and the Niners tied back in 1969. Okay. In 71, this is where it starts getting fun. Because in 70, 71, and 72, the Niners went to the playoffs. We had Dallas. Dallas knocked us out. So Dallas versus 49ers, 17-10. Then we go up here, 72, 3-14. Dallas wins again. It wasn't fun because it was like 3 times going, here it is again. Now, we had 2 championship games, and we have one divisional playoff game. But a championship game and a playoff game, you lose, you go home. So both times, Dallas sent us home. So from 72, well, really from 72 to 1980, the Cowboys went on their running. They went on a running streak against us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they beat us 5 times in a row. And look what happens. In 1981, the Dallas Cowboys come to play the 49ers 14-45. Now that's different. That's not only different, that's a huge turnaround. Huge turnaround. If you look at the game prior to that, 1980, San Francisco at Dallas, 14-59. So that didn't sit well with the Niners at all. That last game in the 80s did not sit well with the Niners at all. So we made our statement. We almost scored as much as they did, 14-45. Okay, so we're going to move up. We're getting closer to that NFC Championship game, the one we all know about, the catch. And Dallas 27, Niners 28, 1982. In 1983, Dallas again takes the L. From this point on, we go on our little run. So from 81, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 games in a row we win. And this is about the time that everybody wants to start saying, how about those Cowboys? Because back in 93, 92, we started having playoffs again. Another championship game, 94, another championship game. So Dallas was winning from 93, 94, they were winning. And then something happened. 1994, Dallas played the Niners in Santa Clara. Not Santa Clara, this was a Candlestick. And they lost 14-21. 95, another good year for the Niners. 28-38. That was a good game, Steve Young. Okay, so in San Francisco, we went towards Dallas in 1995. We lost. They lost. It was 38, Dallas 20. In 96, Dallas plays the Niners again. This is an overtime. Dallas gets hit by a field goal. In 97, Dallas 10, Niners 17. In 2000, wow, 41. Niners put up 41 against Dallas. 41-24. So my prediction for this game is 42-24. If it happens, that'll be great. But looking at these scores right here, it doesn't seem like the Niners put that points up on the board like that when we're playing the Cowboys. It's rare. It doesn't sound. It looks like a lot of these games are one-score games. You look at 20-17, 10-17. Look at the game right after the 41-24, San Francisco at Dallas, 27. You go to the next one in 2002, San Francisco, 31 at Dallas, 27. I believe that was the big famous catch one where Tio run to the star. Okay, so here's a great game. Dallas, 34, San Francisco, 31. 2005, this is the Alex Smith days. In 2008, the Niners play again, 22, Dallas 35. 2011, Dallas got us again in an overtime. Okay, so 2014, Niners go to Dallas, 28 Dallas 17. Okay, Dallas is making noise again. Look at that. We give them the L right there in 2014, 28-17. And here they come back. 2016, 2017, 2020. Dallas 24, Niners 17, Dallas 40. This is the game where Dak come out and just threw all over our team. Just threw all over our team. Okay, next game, the Niners played a little bit better, 33-41. Cowboys still won. And now here we go, 23, Dallas 17. That was our last playoff. That was a playoff game 2 years ago. Then our last playoff game, Dallas 12, Niners 19. Again, series is tied 19-19 overall with one tie. We'll go ahead and hopefully this week, this Sunday night, we can walk away with another W. We're going to go ahead and show you guys a couple pictures. This is some fun stuff that I thought, because it's one of those things. It's neat to see who's been on both sides of the field, right? So there's been a few players that went back and forth, and we've had a couple of times where it might have been a favorite player or just a player in general. But we've had some notable players that went to the other side of the field and played for the opposing team. This is probably one of the biggest backbreakers, deal breakers. This is what definitely put the Cowboys on the board. Charles Haley, he's a great player. When he left the 49ers and went to Dallas, he helped them win a couple of Super Bowls. Okay. This guy is Larry Allen. His career will be mainly remembered in Dallas. He was one of those guys that just held up the line and helped Emmitt Smith get his rushing record, and a lot of other things, helped Dallas win some Super Bowls there. We did eventually get him in San Francisco, but again, just a little too late. Would have been nice to be able to get him earlier in his career. We have Deion and Deion. Now, if you know anything about Prime or Mr. Neon Deion, the Showtime here, he's a great player, difference maker. He wasn't just a Niner, he was also a Falcon, but he left us and went to Dallas. And it's kind of hard when you see a player of this magnitude, leave and go elsewhere and produce elsewhere, when you know, hey, they could be producing with me. They could be doing the exact same thing with us. And this is the moment. It's a really weird moment. You got T.O. standing on the star. He did multiple times. It was funny when it happened. But then when he went to Dallas, he had to embrace the star. He had stated that, he had to say sorry to it. So he did. He scored a touchdown and stood on the star, and, got Texas Stadium or Dallas to start screaming for him. And that's what an entertainer does. That's what, people do when they are performing. And again, the game is supposed to be entertaining, and that's exactly what T.O. did. He made it entertaining several times. Okay, so I know it's the Dallas Cowboys coming up, but I thought it'd be nice to show you guys what he looks like. This is our new player, number 5. This is Randy Gregory. And I just, I'm really actually curious to see what number he's going to wear with the 49ers. I'm pretty sure 5 is available. It's not the nicest thing to think about, but when there's a jersey number open, you kind of have to use the ones that are there, right? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming through. Steve-O, Bebop, Tony. We got CarCast, Soli684, Niner Sickness. Thank you guys all for coming through. So we're thinking about it and saying Dallas, right? Dallas. Because there's nobody else right now that we have in front of us. We have to play the teams that are in front of us. We can't change our schedule. We can't say, oh, we want to play this team or that team, or we don't want to play them. You have to play who's in front of you. So right now, currently, Dallas is in front of us. We're going to play them Sunday. They have to come to our stadium. I think the pressure is on the Niners because we have to continue to show we are the team to beat. We are the team that should go to the Super Bowl, but we can't just be given it. We have to win it. We have to play for it. We have to earn it. So Dallas coming to town, they're going to play us like this is their Super Bowl because we beat them the last 2 years in the playoffs. And that doesn't leave you feeling pretty good. And sometimes, emotions are going to be a little bit higher because you haven't got that in such a long time. So I think Dallas is going to come play very hard against us. And when Dallas comes, depending on the outcome of the game, if Dallas walks away with the W, they still have to. They still will know. They still in the back of their mind, in their hearts, will know they have to come play us in the playoffs, or we'll have to go see them. It's not over. This is part one of this season. Part two is coming, folks. So if you think we're getting rid of Dallas or we won't see them again, we will see them again. It's right now between us, Philly, and Dallas. I can't really tell you any other teams that are even to that level. And that's for really the whole league. If you look at the AFC, the Chiefs aren't the same. The Bills, they can make some noise. They're looking pretty healthy. The Dolphins are making some noise too, but it looks like this year it's an NFC thing. And whoever gets to the Super Bowl against the Niners, Cowboys, or Eagles, look out because these three teams are definitely they can put up points. They have good defenses, and it's neat when you look at the league and you look back over time and stuff, and you look at the Super Bowl winners, and if you look at players too who's been traded back and forth. But there's a time where the NFC was beating everybody all the time, and then there was a time where AFC came in, and maybe Tom Brady and the Patriots kind of helped change that a little bit. But I think kind of started with Denver when LA won the Super Bowl, those two Super Bowls, he kind of turned the narrative a little bit. So because for the longest time it was the Niners and Dallas going to the Super Bowl every year. That's what everybody expects every year. So again, when the league is winning, the league usually has the Cowboys and the Niners winning. I'm just looking forward to it because it's been a long time, and I'm really looking forward to it. This year could be a really it is a special year already. The best thing for us to do is be able to see and watch that Lombardi get hoisted into the air and wave it like you don't care. No, don't drop it. I want to see a parade. I want to be there. And I'm sure everybody in Dallas wants the same thing. So the most important thing to do is go to the game this weekend. If you have tickets or if you get to enjoy it on at home with your family or going somewhere to watch it, enjoy it, have fun. Remember, we're 49er fans. If you're a Dallas fan, try not to hit a TV, didn't do anything to you. It's just a game. But the fights that's been happening in the stands, that needs to end. And a lot of the other little silly things that happen behind the scenes that people don't know, just remember, we can only play the teams that are in front of us, and it's only one game at a time. And from there, we have no fear. You can just continue on. Don't think the world's against you. But remember, you have to play the world. So if it's us against the world, or if that's the mentality that the Niners have to have, at a certain point, the monkey has to come off. You got to pull the monkey off your back. And right now, the Niners, they've been getting so close to the championship and not being able to win it. I'm sure that's getting frustrating with them. I'm sure that's taking a toll on them. We have maybe 1 or 2 more years left with this team, and I really truly think they can get it done as long as they stay focused and go one game at a time. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming. This is going to be a quick show for me, starting to do a little bit more and more, having a lot of fun. The most important thing is to have fun and do things because you enjoy doing them. When you stop enjoying life and you stop doing things that you are having fun, then maybe you need to take a break and take a pause and go in a different direction. But every day you wake up and you can learn something new is a good day. You can learn something new every day you wake up if you look for it. But again, this is my solo breakout. I appreciate you all for coming through. We're going to try to keep it fun, lively, and hope to see you maybe tomorrow if you guys got time. We're going to be doing a morning show where we break it down, and we're just going to go from there. We'll break down the seasons a little bit, and we'll just the season, the games a little bit, everybody who's playing. Wow, Chicago, I think that was probably the biggest surprise for everybody. But again, thank you guys for coming. Again, Beto, I see you, Caitlin, Bebop, Jason, everyone, appreciate you all. Again, it's if you didn't notice, it's my solo show today, and the first time you get into the pool, it's a little cold, but once you get in there, it gets easier. So thank you all for coming, and I will be talking to you here soon. You guys have a great day. Go Niners, and check us out tomorrow. We'll be breaking down the schedule and try to just have a great day. All right, guys, go Niners. Stay faithful.